This video is on immediate mode CAS variables. We go to the algebra, real number, absolute value, and distance page. We scroll down until we reveal this part of the page. Here we see a screenshot from the CAS variable created by the program editor. Let's move over to the calculator and see how we create a CAS variable using the program editor. So we hit Shift and then Program. At the present time, there isn't any programs in our calculator. We hit the soft key New and we type the name of the program, DIST, and press OK. We check the CAS box here and press OK, and it creates the shell for our program. To finish this, we click inside of here, put in the letters D, R, and T, go down here, and what we want to enter is return solve D equals R times T, comma X. We can go back to our web page. We can double click on return. We can click at the end of the line. We can control C. We can go over to our calculator, use the system command to control V, and delete the extra carriage return to come up with the program. Now there's some spacing shown okay over on the web page, but that's not necessary. We'll check the program to make sure the syntax is okay. Press the escape key to exit the editor and press the escape key to exit the program catalog. To run the program, press the var key, press the program option, and press DIST to get the DIST into our command line. Press the parentheses, put an X in for what we're looking for. So we're looking for the distance. We'll put an X in here. We'll put in that we're going 50 miles an hour, and we put that we did this for 3 hours. Now we realize that we could work this program out manually faster, but this is just a simple example to show you how it works. And then we get our answer to be 150. If we go over to our web page and look, if we put the X in the second spot, we come up with a 50 with the same parameters. And if we put the X in the third spot, we come up with 3. So with this particular problem, with the variable X here, substituted in here, it allows us to work this distance equals rate times time for 3 different variables. However, the prime light does not have the programming editor. So we are going to delete out the function and the CIS variable and re-enter it using the immediate mode. We can delete the program by going back to the program editor, choosing the More soft key, and choosing the number 4 delete option. It asks us if we're sure, so we say OK. Now the program is gone. We'll escape to go back to our home key. We'll now look at var, and we'll look at to program, and it still shows this particular var variable. So deleting the program does not get rid of the var variable. We'll use escape to clear the line. We'll go to our toolbox, choose the catalog option, search for purge, find a purge in the catalog, then go to our var key, go to our 2, press our 1 to type distance into the purge command and press enter. If we now go to our var key, we see that the CAS option is not available, so the DIST variable has been deleted. Escape out of here and re-enter it in the immediate mode. Let's start by clearing our calculator. and then move over to the web page and select this code. We will shift click at the end, and then we will Control C the code, go over to our calculator, Control V the code, and press enter. We press the var key, the CAS option, the program option, and we see that the DIST has now been entered into our calculator. So we'll escape out of these menus. If we go to our program editor, we do not have any program in our calculator because it was added in the immediate mode, so it does not show up in the program editor. But the nice part is that this CAS variable program will work in the free and the light and all the other versions of the calculator. Returning to our web page, we will now look at a shorter version of entering a CAS variable into our calculator. We now look at a shorter version where we only have to use the function name and the command after the return. To see a list of the current immediate mode functions, we go to our menu. We select the Info Immediate Mode CAS var option. Selecting this option takes us to the Immediate Mode CAS vars page. We click on the algebra link to see the various immediate mode functions that we can add. Let's go ahead and look at the shortened form that's listed over here. So if we double click this and then shift click, we can Control C to copy it to our clipboard, and then we'll go over to our calculator and add it to our calculator. But before we do that, let's take a look at the longer form that's currently in our calculator. Since this function is no longer in the programming editor, we will use the memory manager to look at it. So we'll hit the memory button. We'll go down to CAS variables and we'll hit view. It shows that this function is listed, so we'll edit this function, and when we edit this function it shows us the parameter list and it shows us the begin, return, and end that we added the function as. So we'll cancel out of here and we'll escape out of here. Remember, we copied the abbreviated form into our clipboard, so we'll go to the edit and go to paste and paste the abbreviated form in. Then we'll press enter to add this to our calculator. Let's again use mem to see what's in here. So we'll get to our CAS vars and view it. We see that distance is still there, and we'll edit it. And now we see that the one that we pasted overwrote the one that was in there. So we'll cancel out of here and we'll escape out of here, and we can redo the programs by using the var and the 2 and the 1. So we can put the parentheses and then put the parameters in here for the ones, say for example, distance equals rate times time. So again, say we do 150 when at a rate 50 miles an hour, and we'll calculate what the time is. So we'll put an X in for the time. We'll use the short X since we're in the function mode. Press X and then press enter, and we get the 3. We should say that we can use any of the functions over here on the left web page by using this technique.